Hello everyone, today we will talk about transit Uranus. Uranus transits the 5th house. The way transit Uranus behaves in the 5th house depends on the position of the 5th house. This transit can be more prominent in your life if you already have planets in the 5th house or aspects towards the owner of the 5th house. But the basics are this. When Uranus passes through the 5th house, it means that your creative side will soon experience some changes. The reason is of course Uranus' willingness to live and take risks, to try new things and be a little wild. But let's be realistic when it comes to Uranus, because he is certainly not a fan of this house, and the surprises he can bring sometimes are not very desirable, not to mention that pomp and glamour are the last items on Uranus' list. But let's start with the good stuff. So personal inhibitions and social conventions from the past that had limited expression and creativity are now falling out of this house at this time. If you otherwise rely on something artistic or creative, you discover a new approach, or a technique that can fundamentally change your work, you will get sudden bursts of inspiration for creative work. Your uniqueness will be expressed through innovative creativity. Uranus rules by invention, trying to do something different, and experimenting with inner potential, so your financial audacity might pay off. Discovering undeveloped and unrealized potentials is a major part of this 7-year period. Whatever happens during this period, it causes a new heart to awaken. All these expressions will project a new and exciting magnetism, and this energy will surely attract some unusual and original people into your life. For teens, but also those who feel that way, it could be a time to explore going out to parties. And while freedom is fun, they have to be careful not to be overly rebellious, just for the sake of it. The 5th house tells us something about life and your attitude towards sports and hobbies, your hobbies, about what we like to do for fun, and you know that parties are really a way of expressing the child in you, it's the part of us that enjoys creating fun. Although the period is favorable for extreme sports activities, you might be able to start exciting hobby-related activities, connect with sports activities, which lead you in search of our unexplored self, and make you feel like teenagers again. You can experiment with different types of art, theater, dance, and other recreational activities. So, launching a new art project that awakens a bunch of unfulfilled possibilities shouldn't pose any problem. It may certainly be important to emphasize for all those who think to explore with new hobbies and new sports, not to spend too much money on all the equipment, because once the transit is over, you may have a garage full of unwanted equipment. For some, this part of your life can literally represent children, your children, if you have them. If you don't have them, you have a great chance of getting them. One way or another. An unexpected pregnancy or a new partner who owns children. If you have children yourself, you may need to watch their behavior during that time, as they may start looking for more space. And behave rebelliously and severely, have accidents or get sick, especially if severe natal aspects are present. If you as a parent are too strict with the rules, it might be time to give the child a little space to just express themselves and let him explore what he wants to do. You could even try and bring some excitement into your children's lives. But if the children are already older, there is often a need to explore their identities, and so you may be separated from them for a while. But certainly, these are all moments that will bring a new vision of freedom and a new kind of understanding into your life, and that the things we do and feel at this time are unlikely to do again.